And with that, I'd like to welcome Sarah Fangman. Sarah is the superintendent of the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary. While she's relatively new in that position, having been in there just for a little over a year, Sarah's been with NOAA for nearly 20 years and was previously the superintendent at the Grays Reef National Marine Sanctuary. And Sarah's done extensive work in the Florida Keys. And so we'd like to bring Sarah up to give you guys an opportunity to learn a little bit about the reef system that we have right out here in front of us and some of the challenges it's facing and some of the things you guys in this room might be able to do to help it. Sarah?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Florida Keys. I am just thrilled to have you here. I have been asked to introduce you to the Florida Keys and give you a sense of place, and I have 5 minutes to do that. Those of you that know the Florida Keys know that's a challenge, but I'm up for it. The Florida Keys is a place of complexity and a place of contrast. So trying to cover that in 5 minutes is good luck. So, obviously, ecologically, the Florida Keys is a very rich and diverse place. It's a wonderful marine ecosystem, and I hope that while you are here, you will have a chance to go out and see it for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. But not only is the Florida Keys complex ecologically, it is also very complex in terms of human use. This just gives you the tiniest little glimpse of the types of activities that take place here. So it is also very complex in terms of how we enjoy the Florida Keys. The Florida Keys is a place of contrast as well. So you can go out from anywhere here in the Keys and quickly be immersed in nature, surround yourself by the beautiful ecosystem, have a peaceful, tranquil experience enjoying the natural resources here. By contrast, you can also experience this, which not really peaceful or tranquil, but it is a fun activity that some people like to enjoy. This was just a couple of weeks ago in Key West. In the summer, on a weekend, you can experience this. 500 of your closest friends on a sandbar. So because of the ecological complexity, because of all of the uses that occur here in the Florida Keys, we have a lot of different protections that have been put in place here. So of course there's the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary. We have not one, not two, but 3 national parks here, 4 wildlife refuges, and a bunch of state parks. So there are lots of layers of protection to try to manage these resources while allowing for all of these uses. But despite that, we still have a lot of impacts happening to our natural resources here in the Keys. Probably as I stand here, there is somebody out using the reef and potentially having some impacts. So as a result, despite all of this protection, the Florida Keys was a very different reef community. And this is familiar to all of you in this room. You know this story. We have experienced decades of declines in our reef system. We have lost key species. And so the story of the Keys is complex. It isn't all gloom and doom. It is a place of contrast. As I noted, there are places where things are healthy, but our reef system is definitely struggling. And so to me, the most important question that we face is, what will the Florida Keys be in the future? And that is why I am thrilled that this conversation is happening right here, right now, because this is the question that we are trying to answer right here. And I think this is an amazing opportunity for all of us to help shape that and I'm really looking forward to learning from all of you, working with all of you to try to help answer that question. And so I hope that this week the tone is one of learning, one of collaboration, and one of shared mission. So I will leave you with a quote that I love, which is, "The future is not an inheritance. It is an opportunity and an obligation." And so I look forward to the opportunity of working with all of you to shape the future of the Florida Keys reefs and reefs around the world. Thank you very much.